A good day, dear students, wherever you find yourself. My name is Beulah Muyenga, and we're going to do our lesson 4, which is ethics in the creative industry. Remember last year we did a detailed lesson on what ethics is. This year we're going to look at just ethical challenges and implications within the creative industry, more especially in the Namibian and African context. Okay. All right. This is just some content that is entailed within this PowerPoint. Our learning goals are basic concept and significance of ethics in relation to creative industry. Identify ethical dilemmas. You should be able to apply ethical principles, develop personal ethics, and then as well engage in ethical discussions within your networks and wherever you find yourself. Some learning outcomes. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to apply ethical frameworks, adhere to guidelines for professionals in the creative industry. Now, some of you might be asking why this topic online. Ms. Beulah, why are we having an online class? Because we always have a face-to-face. All right. During this week, you are on your annual field trip to Namibia Wildlife Resorts to entertain tourists. Hence, we are having this class. It's not actually an evening class. All right. That's the reason why we are having this class online. We don't want to miss out this week on class because you are all away on your practicals. All right. Just some introduction to ethics and recap of what we learned last year. It is a branch of philosophy that deals with questions of morality involving concepts of right and wrong behavior. Our choices, behaviors, and interactions are guided by the framework that ethics offer. All right. Key ethical issues in the creative industry. The first one we'll look at is intellectual property and copyright infringement. Okay. So in first year, we covered where to register what in Namibia. For copyright, it was NASCAM. For intellectual property and copyright infringement, it's at BIPA. All right. The second point is responsibility and integrity. Being responsible in the creative sector is accepting responsibility for one's actions and realizing how one's work affects audiences, collaboration, and society as a whole. To create content with ethical implications, cultural sensitivity, and social responsibility in mind is what this entails. Imagine doing your creation, whether it's a movie or a song or a poem or it's stand-up comedy at the warehouse, and your content is offending a certain social group or a certain group of people, a religious group, whatever it may be. Remember, our constitution in Namibia does not discriminate against religion, sexual orientation, age, race, whatever. So your works as an artist, as a creative, whether it's a dance piece, whether it's drama, whatever, it should be responsible and have integrity. Retaining integrity entails being sincere, impartial, and honest with all facets of your work. All right. Cultural sensitivity and representation is just what we spoke about. Cultural appropriation, stereotypes, and the importance of diverse representation. Some ethical challenges that we have are plagiarism and imitations, intellectual property infringement, representation issues, corporate influence. We'll go in depth with this once later on in the slides. I want to throw to you an artist from South Africa on your screens, Johnny Clark. Some of you might not know him if you are born free, but for some of us who are on the other side of the fence, we are well acquainted with his work. All right. He's just hold on for me. He's known as White Zulu. Okay. He was celebrated for his respectful integration of Zulu musical tradition and cultural elements in his work. His collaborations with Zulu musicians were based on mutual respect and deep understanding of the culture. He made effort to learn and live the Zulu culture, which was reflected authentically in his music and performances. All right. Imagine you're making a film on the Oshuambo, let's say the Oshuambo wedding. In your film, you have a representation that the bride needs to give the groom a dove, and the groom needs to give the wife, the bridegroom, a cow, when in reality, that's not it. Number one, you're putting false doctrine and information on people's screen. You are offending a huge group of people within the Namibian community. So your work must be done properly. That is why our next step says practical steps for maintaining responsibility and integrity. Research and cultural consultation is the next one. Creatives should invest time in researching their subjects and consult cultural experts to ensure accurate and respectful representation. That's your video ni uang kan ma om kom. Okay. 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 Reg, so ek sal ook in 'n uur se tyd ook ry. Alright, dankie oom, bye. During my research, my thesis, I had to write about how music helped people in the liberation struggle. So I had to do research and interview the likes of the late Jackson Kauyewa, William Boende, this Dilimani. Those are all musicians that were part of the liberation struggle. But for me to be able to write an accurate research paper with information that is correct, I had to do thorough research. That's what I'm saying. So in your work, do research and know what you're talking about so that you don't offend or misinterpret work out there. Number two is transparent communication. Let's say the Ministry of Education asks you to do a play or the Ministry of Health, that's a good one. Ministry of Health asks you to do a play on circumcision. And then you go around in schools and you're doing this drama play. While you are there, you start to promote yourself as an artist or as a creative. Was that part of the plan? No. So you need to be honest in your communication with your collaborators and stakeholders. Was that the deal when you were out there? You were asked to do a circumcision sensitization in schools, not promoting yourself. Okay. Education and awareness. Continual education about ethical practices and the importance of integrity can help creatives and make informed decisions. Okay. Ethical reviews, creatives can establish review processes that involve feedback from diverse perspectives. The very first case study that we'll do is on Nollywood. All right. I think we all know what Nollywood is. Please don't disappoint me wherever you are. You all know what Nollywood is. It's a vibrant film industry and has become one of the world's largest movie industries in the world, producing hundreds of films annually. It stands as a significant cultural force in Africa and worldwide, known for its creativity, storytelling, and influence. However, like many other creative industries, Nollywood faces several ethical challenges. Piracy is one of the most pressing challenges facing the Nollywood film industry. It involves the unauthorized distribution of reproduction of films, which significantly reduces potential earnings for filmmakers and stakeholders. This affects the filmmakers, actors, and the production crew. You know, it even discouraged creative talent from investing time and resources into film production due to a lack of reliable financial returns. We all know the movie October 1, if not, no problem. It's by Kunle Afolayan, all right? He faced significant piracy issues. His movie was supposed to be on box office, and he did not perform well. Guess why? You all guessed right. It had illegal copies being sold online and on the streets, and it went viral, and they lost out on revenue, all right? And also this has made Nigeria to you know, strengthen its anti-piracy measures. All right. Music industry collaborations. The ethical implications of international collaborations in the use of traditional sounds. You all know he is on our screen right now, our very own The Doc. He had a controversy, a plagiarism controversy in the mid-2000s. The Doc was accused of using beats, melodies, and lyrics from international artists without obtaining permission or giving even appropriate credit. One notable instance involved similarities between the song Kinda Lady and Nigerian artist Tubaba, formerly known as Two-Face or Two-Face Idibia. Okay, you are the African queen, ooh yeah. We all know that song. Yes, that's the artist. There was an intellectual property infringement there, a lack of integrity. Okay, I throw it to you in the comment sections. Tell me, are there any repercussions for this? All right. And how can this affect an artist? Or how can copyright affect creatives when violated? All right. Throw it down in the comment sections. I would love to read your comments. Just a reflection time. I want everyone to formulate an individual ethics code. Okay. Then you're going to post it in the comment sections and as well on Google Classroom. You can choose either of the platforms. You don't have to post on both. And then there's a provision for a forum discussion there on your personal reflection. Okay. Any questions from your side? Comments, feedback, please go down below in the comment sections, write down your questions in the forum discussions as well in the Google Classroom. Let's interact and learn from one another. Conclusion and summary. So we spoke about the importance of ethics in the African context, in the Namibian context as well. We look at some of the examples. And then we encourage ongoing ethical reflection and adherence to you as professionals, to me, myself as a professional in the creative industry. All right. So you thought you'll get away with nothing to do. You have a reading assignment. All right. Read the article of Ethics in the Creative Practice. It's by Patricia Jenkins. Then you share your input on Google Classroom discussion platform that is available for this assignment. I will see you next time, and I look forward to reading your input, your questions. Yeah. All right. Thank you.